All right, I think we're live on YouTube. Let me check to see here. One moment, please. See if I can get this to refresh. Yes, it says we're live. Oh, hi everyone. I can see that my hands are on the screen, so we must be live. There's one person watching. Hopefully a couple more will join in here as well. Let me see here. Oh, hi Susie. Hi Chow. Hi T. Hi Melissa. Hi Patty. Happy New Year. Hi Susan. Hi Tara. Hi Sherry. Cindy, hello. Hi Gail. Hi Shalon. Okay, just give me 1 second here. I'm going to load some links. Hello, Scrap That, Mars. Hi, Dawn. All right, let me just copy these links and put them over in the description box. There's a lot of great new stencils, and I wanted to give you links to all of those so you don't have to wonder how to find them. Hopefully this will apply. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Love. Venus Love. Hi, Vicky. Okay, let's see if that works. I do have a lot of good things to share with you. Anytime we are talking about a Colorful Life Designs, it's always good, happy times because the products are so much fun. I love playing with stencils. Thunder Snow. Oh my goodness. Hi, Yvonne. Oh, Thunder Snow. Yeah, we've had thunder snow here before, so I know what you're talking about. This weather's crazy. Yep, please stay safe. Thank you. We want everybody to stay safe. We had like a little bit of rain and a little bit of snow today, but it wasn't constant. In other words, it was just here and there. But it's supposed to get really cold tonight, only 18 degrees. I was like, what? When we wake up tomorrow morning? Wow, that is going to be chilly. Did my links load? Hopefully they did. Let's check it here. I think it might have worked. Okay, yeah, good. And if I forgot anything, I'll add it after the live is over. So let's get started. I'm so excited that you're all here. I think you're going to be really excited as I am to see these cute stencils. And I'll do some show and tell, show you a couple things that I've created. And we'll go from there. I'll try to answer any questions that you have. And my plan is to create with a gel press tonight if we have time. So without any further ado, let's get started. All right. Okay. So there's a lot of stencils this month. Lot to look at. Hi, Star Patrick. Hi, Diane. We just got started, so you all are coming along just in time. Hey, Mama Bear. Oh, 10 below. Oh, no. We'll get there eventually here, but I'm not ready for that yet. Yeah. Aw, sorry, Melissa. I'm sure. Oh, Karen. Woo, that's chilly. I hope that my computer doesn't freeze tonight. Our internet's been kind of touch and go here. So I wanted to show you, we have two what they call mini stencils. Even though they're mini, I think they're so versatile, and I will show you today's card that I posted on social media uses the Sweet Swirls stencil. And I'll hold this up a little bit so you can see it better. Let me see. There we go. I actually used glitter cardstock. Let me turn some lights on here so we can see better. So that I can see better anyways. One of the things that happened today was my son put LED lights along my cabinets. So I'm super excited about that. And they kind of produce a soft glow underneath the cabinets. So that's kind of neat in my craft room. So this is Sizzix glitter cardstock, and it's that ombre cardstock. And all I did was grab that and I put the stencil on top, and I used Pucker Up by Catherine Pooler, and that's what I ink blended it with. That was, you know, pretty straightforward. And then I just used a stitched rectangle die to cut along the edges, and then I took another layer of that Sizzix glitter cardstock for my mat, and then I had this sentiment. I think it's from the Stamps of Life, So Glad We're Friends. I don't know that it's still available, but that's where I got it from. And then I used as my background more of the glitter cardstock. So I'll turn it a little bit and see if you can catch how glittery it is. So it's a cute little stencil, and I like the versatility of these mini stencils. Plus they're only $3.99, and with my code you'll get 10% off. So, you know, they're pretty affordable, and they're just perfect for an A2 card. Wouldn't you agree? Just the perfect size. Make sure you put your chat on live chat, and make sure you give a thumbs up, please. Hi, Jim. All right, this next mini stencil is called Iris. Okay, so like I said, the first one was called Sweet Swirls, which is from my card today. And then this is a card that hi Cynthia, that I created using the Iris. It's a mini stencil, and I think it's really pretty, and this couldn't have been any easier. All I did was laid my stencil on a piece of hammer paper. Hi, Sharon. And I used the Catherine Pooler ink Drive-In, which is a nice rich purple. And I just ink blended not only the column, I'll call this a column, but I also continued my ink blending over here on this side. So I think this is really pretty. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Barb K. And I have to say, my mother-in-law who passed away, she loved irises. Hi, Nancy. So when I saw the irises were part of this little mini stencil, I was really pleased. And I think this could be a really nice, if you don't want to use this color, you can use yellow. Hi, Jen. You could use any color that you think of when you think of irises. Of course, I think of purple. Like I said, my mother-in-law, when she was alive, her irises were just beautiful. I have a couple of them that I transplanted into my yard, but not like what she had. She had just irises everywhere. So this reminded me of her. And then I had this little tiny stencil, this little tiny sentiment just for you. And I ink blended the background using Catherine Pooler Serenade. And then I had some purple foil cardstock, and I cut out that sentiment. So there you go. For the iris lovers, there you go. That is a nice little mini. Like I said, these are the mini stencils. So there were 2 mini stencils that were released. Okay. All right. I don't know why it's not allowing comments to come through, but I like to hear your stories about how your family members like the irises as well. Karen and Cynthia. So this stencil is called, I just had it here. It's always good to hold it up to the light and see. Love Strands. I wanted to call it Heart Strands, but it's called Love Strands. And I created, yes, the gel plate. Like, we're going to play with that later. Oh, a gatefold card. That would be a nice gatefold card. You're right. Yep, that would be a beautiful gatefold card. I put this out on social media yesterday. Hi, Meg. It's okay. This is the card that I created using an old panel that I never used, but I certainly put it to good use, I think, for Valentine's Day with a love sentiment big on the bottom. So it's a pretty simple card. I did pop the panel that's got the embossed hearts. I popped that up with some foam tape to give it some dimension. So that's a cute, yeah. Yeah, it's got that look to it for sure. Yeah. Because it's that, I think it's that that embossing powder, that blue pearl embossing powder. So pretty cool. So that one is really cute. Okay, then we have one that actually I made a couple cards with. Let me see. I'm doing these kind of out of order here, but I like this one. Okay, this one is called Love Loops. All right. So because it has so much open space, when I look at this one, I thought, well, this would be nice if I had white ink. And so what I did was, and I'll be having a video on this in the future for this card. What I did was I just took some purple cardstock and some Hero Arts Unicorn White ink. Jim, I stored them in a binder, but I have a, you could do a 3-ring binder, but I have this poly binder, so it's sort of plastic all the way around. And then when you open it, it has like these little sleeves that you can load things into. So I load them from the top, and then I label them at the bottom. And that's how I store my stencils. So I try to keep them according to the collection. So it's just how I do it. I know some other people do 3-ring binders with sheet protectors, which is a really convenient way to do it. So all I did was I just sort of did a diagonal cut, and that was simple enough to do. I had some purple foil cardstock that I embossed with a embossing folder that had hearts on it. And then I cut a piece of that foil and put it along that edge there. And then this little butterfly is from Spellbinders. So I had created a card a while ago using that butterfly from Spellbinders. And then the sentiment, "You are simply fabulous," is from Tailored Expressions. And I ink blended that so that it didn't look so white. So another pretty Valentine's Day card. All right. I also used that again with some pink card stock. So yeah, I had this panel left over. I don't know if you can see it, but it was a panel I had created with Shimmering Bliss spray. I had just sprayed some white cardstock, and I sprayed it with some Thulian pink shimmery goodness. And then I had a heart that was from Spellbinders. But what I did was I put the stencil on top, and then I just used the unicorn white ink from Hero Arts just to give it a soft look. And then I had an embossing folder with little dots. That was pretty easy. And then the Hugs sentiment is from Birch Tree Press. I know it's one that Jennifer McGuire uses a lot, but it put some little pearls on there. So that turned out really cute for Valentine's Day. I like making Valentine's Day cards, so this is right up my alley. And then, you know, I had that piece of cardstock that I cut that heart out with, and I thought, why not go ahead and make another card? Okay, so what you're looking at is the piece of paper that I cut out this heart. And again, I used the Hero Arts white ink, but I also used this other stencil in the background, which I'm not sure if you can see it, but this one is called Happy Love. So what I did with Happy Love was I had a piece of pink cardstock, and I ink blended the hearts onto the pink cardstock. Hi, Melanie. I ran it through the embossing folder with those little dots. And then I took opal polish, pearl opal polish. That's how it has that shine. I just used pearl opal polish. So I was really trying to jazz it up a little bit so it didn't look so plain. So yeah, for this one, we have 2 different stencils being used. And it was really simple. It wasn't very hard at all. Again, it's that Hugs from Birch Tree Press. Is that the name of the company? Birch Tree Press? Let me look here. I have all my dies handy because I know I'm going to be creating. I pulled out all my Valentine's dies. I have quite a few. Here it is. Birch Press Designs. That's what it's called. They created this Hugs, and Jennifer McGuire uses it a lot. So that's how I came across it. So super cute, easy, and I got 2 for 1 out of that. Okay. Yes, thank you, Tara. You're right. It's called Birch Press. Yeah. Hi, Therese. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe. And also, all of you, please make sure you have your chat on live chat. And also give it a thumbs up, please. I would love it if you could do that for me. Another card that I made. Oh, this one is using that same stencil as earlier. Let me grab that again. This is using the Love Strands. I used the rose gold embossing powder that Nancy sent me. And yeah, you're right, Cynthia. This was a sale item when I purchased it, the dies. Yeah. And really all I did was I had a piece of cream colored cardstock and I just heat embossed with the Versamark ink with rose gold embossing powder, which was super pretty and feminine, I think. And then I actually embossed an entire page of paper, of this cream colored paper. So then I had these hearts that I cut out. I'm not sure if you can see those hearts that I cut out from the Stamps of Life. It was a heart set. And then I cut out the top layer with cream colored. And then this You Are Loved is a hot foil sentiment from Pink Fresh Studios. So I thought that matched really well together. And then I thought, well, what am I going to do for my matte layer? So I took a pink, real light pink cardstock, and then I used the dot and lines. This die is, I'll show you. I use it a lot. It's really nice for cutting out your layers. I thought I had it handy. I do have it in my links in my other videos. I'll pull it up. But it's created by Gina Marie. Not Gina K. Gina Marie. Okay, so that is a really cool die. And a lot of people like that die. So Gina Marie makes that. It's like dots and lines, rectangle stencil. Die. All right. And then the only other card that I have that I pre-made is the one that I paired with a Technique Junkies stamp. So Technique Junkies has a new release, and this stamp is part of that new release. Grab it here. It's called Elegant Poet Background. And we were talking about this last night. So if you watched my live last night, you know the story. This stencil, Baroque, reminded me of this design on this stamp set. Yep, Gina Marie Designs. Yep, that's where I got that die. Hi, Bobby. So that's what I went with. I thought, well, there's a big open area here. I'm going to turn it sideways because I like that orientation. And then I just took some Catherine Pooler. I took some Catherine Pooler dye ink, and I just ink blended the stencil in the background. And the sentiment is from Technique Junkies. It's a 2-for-1 pack. Oh, we have a troll. Oh, okay. We'll see if that troll wants to be a whack-a-mole. Okay, let's find out the name of that. I want to tell you guys the stamp set, the name of that stamp set. Good job, T. You got it. Let's see. Sending caring thoughts. Sending caring. If I could spell thoughts. Okay, so this is called Difficult Times. A difficult time. Set of 2. So you get thinking of you and sending caring thoughts during this difficult time. This is a stamp set I use over and over again from Technique Junkies. And I do have a discount code for Technique Junkies. It's TJ10 Tracy if you want to save 10%. It's very inexpensive sentiment set. It's got both of them, and I love the script. I think it's really pretty. So I thought those cards went together well. Thank you, Meg. Very simple. Nothing fancy or complicated with those. Really, really simple cards. Okay, let's go ahead. Now that I have demonstrated to you some of the things that I've created, let me go ahead and show you the rest of the new stencils that came out, okay? Yes, there is a bundle for the stencils. And if you hold on one moment, I will pull that up for you. They're called Master Creator Bundles. Let's see. She has one. I don't see one for January. No, I don't see one for January. Let me go under New Release and see if it's there. I don't. Sorry. She normally does have the Master Creator Bundle, but this time I don't see it on there. But we'll keep checking. Maybe they'll post it. Maybe I can say something to them and let them know that it was asked after. Because the Master Creator Bundles in the past, where you could buy all of the release all at once, you saved 20%. That's how those were. But the last time that was offered was back in November. Good question. Okay. That's okay, Karen. I'll ask about it. Yep. I'll let her know that you had asked about it, that, somebody had asked about it. And then we'll see where we go from there. Okay. So today I took some time to create some panels. This stencil is called All Over Hearts. And then I used some stencil butter, the bright pink stencil butter. Let's see. Let me get you the technical name here. I call it bright pink. It's probably called fuchsia. Yep, it's fuchsia stencil butter. And I think that's a really bold card panel. I like the way that it looks. I like how shiny it is. And of course, stencil butter is created by Shimmery Goodness. And you guys know how much I love Shimmery Goodness, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a stencil butter, so it's nice and smooth. Yeah. Thank you. I love this one. I just think it's really like pow, like an impact. And I'll make a beautiful card out of it. So keep your eyes open because I'll post it on social media and you guys can think about how, I showed it to you during the live, right? So that's a beautiful stencil and a beautiful panel. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to show you some more hearts. We might as well get all the ones with hearts out of the way here first. And the next one that has hearts, let me see if I can find it here. Where did you go? Ooh. Well, let me just show you what the card panel looks like. I'm not sure where the little stencil got away to. because I had it a moment ago whenever I was cleaning up downstairs. When I do my stencil butters and whatnot, I do it down on the dining room table. So I think it may have gotten lost in transition. But let me tell you what this one's called here. Okay, this one is called Happy Love Stencil. Happy Love Stencil. So it's probably just stuck in here and I don't see it. You got your you got your basic hearts, you know, on a stencil. What more could you ask for? Here it is. Sorry, it was stuck. There's Happy Love Stencil hearts. Happy Love, just Happy Love. Yep, there you go. And what I did was I took crimson stencil butter. That's crimson stencil butter because I thought, well, I have to do something that's all red because, you know, with Valentine's Day and everything, you want to have something with your, you know, classic red hearts. But I'll surely jazz this up and create a card in the future. So I just haven't had a chance to get it all done in advance. But what I do is I work on like a card a day. And then I have, by the end of the month, all my new cards posted. Okay? Yeah, you can do black. You can be like, you know, everybody knows you have a black heart, right? You can make your hearts any color you want. Yeah, Sharon, I'm going to show you how to use them with a gel press today. I'm not sure if you are familiar with gel press, but we're going to look at that today. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you this little cute flowers. This one's called Happy Flowers. And I used some shimmery goodness, which I'll foil these panels, by the way. So even though they look plain to you right now, and you're wondering what are you doing, showing us just some panels with just some shimmery goodness flowers. Well, you know, shimmery goodness is pretty on its own, but just imagine how pretty these will be whenever I foil them, which I will foil them. But we're not going to do any foiling tonight. We're going to do gel press instead. So cute little stencil called Happy Flowers. Now, this one I really liked a lot. The first time I created with it, I just used straight shimmery goodness. This is a big stencil. It's called Delicate Scroll. And when I first used it, I just used shimmery goodness on it, but it's actually like raised. You know, it feels like Braille. I really like this one. I probably will ink blend over this and then maybe foil one of them. So I've got two options there. You know, when you use shimmery goodness, you can foil it, or you can just ink blend with it. Or if you put it on black paper, you can just leave it the way it is. But if you're not familiar with shimmery goodness, I would definitely recommend getting a jar of this. Thank you, Donna. Thank you. Thank you, T. Thanks, Sharon. Glad you guys like this one. Well, then I had the idea of putting some this glaze over this. This is like a pink color that I had a little bit left over. I had received some in a monthly subscription kit, just like a small bottle. So this isn't a product that I, you know, can share with you in my links, but you get the idea. You can take your shimmery goodness and add re-inkers to it and make it any color that you want. But I just thought that was so pretty. And really, when I looked at it as a stencil, I didn't know what it was going to look like until I actually created these panels with it. And then I was really impressed. But yeah, the white on white is really pretty. And I think the white on white would be great for a wedding. I think that would be great for a wedding, that white on white. And just like congratulations on there. T's like sold. She likes this one. So very pretty, isn't it? So I just did that one today, but I'm going to look forward to creating something with that one, okay? Thank you, Donna. This one, too, I fell in love with. I used Gina K Glitz Glitter Gel. I had to fight with it to get it to work because I purchased my Glitz Glitter Gel last year, and I put saran wrap over the top of it, and it's already dried out. So very disappointing. I really had to push really hard to get this to lay straight. So this one is called the Ruffled Rose. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. And I used Gina K Wild Lilac, which is going in the garbage today. So let me show you what it looks like. Yeah, it's garbage, you guys. If you get it, you better use it up right away. Because I saved it and I put saran wrap over it. It's like asphalt. Not that hard. I'm exaggerating. But I had to really push, like really hard with my stencil buddy to get it to be manipulated enough. It just reminded me of cookie dough. It's not supposed to be like that. But what I did was I took my stencil buddy and I just kept pushing harder and harder just to get that, you know. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's a beautiful product. It's gorgeous when you can get it to work. But it's not a long-lasting product, all right? So I just want to warn you about the Gina K. Yeah, it's really aggravating. I have jars of it. I don't have just one jar of it. I've got like 6 jars of it in different colors. So, I don't know. Just kind of sad, you know. It's probably one of those things that Nancy put on her, like, what not to buy list. Because I know she went through the same aggravation. Okay, I won't throw it away, T. I'll send it to you because I'm not going to fight with this again. I'll make my own glitter gel somehow. I'll just put glitter in with shimmery goodness. And I'll have my own glitter gel. So that's that one. It's called Ruffled Rose. But it is a beautiful stencil. It's a big stencil too. So I think you get a lot of impact with that. Okay. Yep, I did. I made backgrounds today for a couple hours. Oh, wait a minute. That color was not that. This rose I made with Lovely Lavender. Which, yeah, in theory is a lovely color for sure. But when you deal with this, it's like, well, I don't know what it feels like, you guys. I can't really explain it. It's certainly not stencil butter that's nice and smooth. Not shimmery goodness either. It just reminds me of cookie dough. That's what it felt like to me when I was trying to spread it. Okay, so I did this rose in Lovely Lavender. Okay, that's what I did that one in. And then this one, which is a nice geometric shape, I created that with this stencil. And this is a nice big stencil too. This one is called Spyro something. It reminds you of a spirograph. Tangled Spyro. Make sure I got that right. Hold on here. This one is called Tranquil Spyro. Tranquil Spyro. Okay? So Tranquil Spyro is the one I use, the Wild Lilac. But it's really pretty. I mean, it's... I think it's a stencil that I'll be pulling out frequently to use because it's a classic design. It reminds you of the a spirograph like you used to have when you were a kid. Also, maybe I don't know, what is it called? A Venn diagram where everything comes together in the middle and they share space. I don't know. It's just really cool. I think it's going to look great with all kinds of cards for all kinds of occasions. So looking forward to that one. Stop mathing me. Well, okay. All right. And the stencil butter comes in these smaller containers. But man, did they pack these full. Let me show you how full it is. I mean, it's like all the way to the top, you know? And it just reminds you of a creamy lipstick or like Vaseline or something. It's nice and like smooth. That's stencil butter. There's orchid and crimson. So I really enjoy playing with that. Okay, but there's more. All right, these are the ones we're going to use for playing with our gel press, right? Okay, here we have a nice big stencil. Another one that is, I think she says 6 by 9. Yeah, these big ones are 6 by 9, but they're the same price as a 6 by 6. This one is called Flying Love. And there's a lot of possibilities with this one. I think it's super cute because it's just so abstract, like swirls and hearts everywhere. We're going to do this one. We're going to gel press with this one. I think this is really cute. Let me see. Hi, Linda. Who am I missing here? If I didn't get to say hi to you yet, sorry about that. Yeah, that would be a twisted Venn diagram for sure, but definitely reminds you of a spirograph. Yeah, you can see some of those big swirls in the middle. You know, those are really cool. You can turn it in any direction that you want. It's pretty cute, I think. So that one's called Flying Love. We're going to play with that one. This one is a classic, which I think I'll be pulling out over and over again. I haven't had a chance to play with it yet, but it's called Stylized 4 Petals Stencil. Hi, Leanne. Stylized 4 Petal Stencil. So I think this would look really cute for St. Patrick's Day too. But it can definitely be used on any occasion, any type of card. Just really classic. I like it a lot. So that's another one. And there's 2 more, and then we'll get the gel plate out because I really have been itching to play with that. This is called the Emblem Mask Stencil. So look at this. This is very interesting. All of the little edges are scalloped, and you've got that you can mask then. Yeah, so... yeah, it's kind of, the one I just showed you, hurts your eyes. Yeah, it's kind of busy. Yeah. So this one's pretty neat, I think, this emblem mask. Aw. Well, I'm so glad you're able to join us on the Foiling Snobs Club on Facebook. That's great. Yeah, what I'm going to use this for, Yvonne and Karen, I'm going to use this as a background and then maybe stencil over top of it even. Sort of do a gray color. If I ink blend with this, do a gray color. And then use one of these other stencils, like these big hearts or something. Like this one, let me show you. I thought that would look pretty cool if you first did the mask and then did the hearts. So your hearts would have, hi Carly. So that's how I was thinking about using that one. I think that would be pretty to combine it together. Yeah, that's what I'll probably end up doing. So that's that one. And then my favorite of them all that I haven't even had a chance to play with yet. Oh, I love this one. I think it's going to be fantastic on a gel press. Yeah, it does look like bows inside the heart. Yeah, and then, you know, you can turn it at an angle, right? It doesn't have to be a square. You can turn it in a diamond shape. You can, like, slant it a little bit. So I think there's a lot that you can do with something like that. Yep. That's my favorite, Splatter Heart. This is the one, you guys, that I've been just itching to play with. Aw. Got a little one, 2 years old. Look at this, you guys. So it's already splattered for you. For those of us who might be splatter challenged, how cool is this? And you get the inside too. So you can, yeah, isn't this awesome? So you can mask what you ink blend, and then you can do some splattering of your own if you want to. So this one is my favorite. So let's get started and play with this one first. What do you say? Let's get some Distress Oxides out and let's do some fun blending with our gel press. All right, and I'm using the gel press that I have from Stamp Wars. So let's grab that. And I'm going to grab a piece of acetate because you want to put your gel plate down on that first before you start working with it. I'm going to throw down my mat that I got from T, put the acetate on top. Oh, wait, I normally put a piece of paper on top first so I can see what I'm doing. I need to have some white underneath there so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. That's what I usually do. Okay, here's my acetate. There's my piece of paper. And here we have our clamshell protecting our gel press. So when you get your gel press, you want to take that acetate that's inside, take it out. It's in there for packaging purposes only. You do not want to keep it in there. You want to take it out and save it. You can save it for using when you are doing your gel plate pulls. So that's what we have here, folks. We've got that. Okay. Yeah, so let's get some Distress Oxide inks. Definitely want to grab a bright pink. So we have a nice pink heart. So I'm going to try to find my Seedless Preserves, but I also want to get a light pink out too. So Kitsch Flamingo and Picked Raspberry. And then for the purple, I want Seedless Preserves and maybe the new one that's called Villainous Potion. Yeah, that might look nice. Where are you, Villainous Potion? Yeah, Villainous Potion. That's a nice dark purple. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got to cut some paper. Okay. So today, I'm just using regular copy paper. All right, so let's go ahead and cut a couple pieces of paper. This is just regular copy paper, folks. That's all this is. I'm going to cut it just cut it in half. So I've got half a sheet of paper for each pull. And that's how I do mine. I just use regular paper. All right, so I got my paper cut. And I have these cute little mini gel presses. And one is shaped like a heart. One is shaped like lips. And the other one is like a mustache. So this is the perfect little gel plate minis for Valentine's Day. All right, so I'm going to use that too. Let's see here. Yeah, that's funny, Donna. Yeah, this is acetate right here. Yep, whatever you do, guys, don't put your gel plate down on a silicone mat. You want to keep it off of another piece of silicone. Somehow the silicone ingredients react somehow. I'm not a chemist, so, but I did put, what I did was I put a piece of paper. Here's a mat. This is a silicone baking mat. This was sent to me from T. Okay, it's a piece of a silicone baking mat. Then I put my cardstock down, just to give me a guide, so I know what I'm doing. Then I put my piece of acetate down. This is a big piece of acetate. And then I put my gel press, all right? Now, you don't have to go through all those steps if you don't want to. But I like to be able to see. That's why I put the white down first. Not everybody does that. That's just what I do. Gives me a little frame of reference. Okay. Any questions about that? Yeah, glass is fine. Yep, glass mat is fine. I have a love-hate relationship with my Tim Holtz glass media mat, so I normally just go for the silicone. All right, so I'm going to actually put my ink down first. Let me grab some Versamark ink, clear Versamark. So what I'm doing is I am putting some, hi Cheryl, putting some Versamark ink down on my gel press like this. Okay, and if you have not seen our, you're welcome Sharon. If you have not seen our Stamp Wars where gel press was our sponsor, you definitely want to watch that. It was so much fun and we all learned so much. And I'll tell you, before I ever made cards, I was a gel press fanatic. So I was so excited when they were our sponsor for Stamp Wars. That was super, super cool. It was a lot of fun. So let's make an ombre look. Let's go ahead and put down some of this. This is the Kitsch Flamingo. And then we'll add some picked raspberry. I'm only worrying really about the center because that's where my heart's going to be. And then we'll do seedless preserves. Okay, I'm going to grab my brayer. Okay, this is a brayer made by the folks over at Gel Press. This is the brayer that we used for Stamp Wars. It was a lot of fun. And I'm going to grab my water bottle. I'm just going to put a little bit of water, not a lot. Just a little bit, just to get this ink moving a little bit. I always say with water, when you're doing this, start off with just a little bit because you really don't want your ink to be completely soaked because that kind of defeats the purpose. You want your ink to actually be vibrant. So you'll see what I'm talking about. Good night, Belinda. So you just go like that. You just roll it like that. Okay, you don't want to go back and forth. You just want to go across or up and down. That's how you want to do your brayering. And then you can roll the ink off of this piece of scrap paper. Put our heart down here. That's our splatter heart. Okay. Let's go ahead and put our paper there on top. And if you want to, you can use a brayer across it, or you can just use your hands. Okay. Let's hope this looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I like the, it doesn't really look that ombre to me. It almost looks like one solid color. But it's super pretty, you guys. It's soft, you know? It's so pretty. What I'll do then is pick up the stencil. I'll put that aside for a minute. And I'll go ahead in with my paper and draw my ghost print. Thank you, Linda. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. It does look like pink clouds. They're like make pink clouds. And now let's pull this ghost print and see what we've got. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. So you can see a little bit where the, you know how I sprayed a little bit of water down? You can see that a little bit. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, but now we're going to do one more thing. We're going to put our stencil. This is the side that's all inky. Put our stencil down and then grab a sheet of paper and get one more print. See how that looks. Okay, here we go. Oh, this one you can't really see very well, so it's very light. But that's okay. I will save this and I will build off of this. I will build another, I'll use this for another one. So, no, the Versamark, I don't know, like it helps that ink to lay better. A lot of times when you put ink down on your gel press, it kind of beads up a little bit. So the Versamark will help when you put your Versamark down first. It helps your ink to, I'm not explaining this very well. Hi, Gloria. The Versamark helps the ink to be like stuck on the gel plate, so it doesn't just bead up and evaporate. I don't know if I'm explaining it very well, but yes, so it doesn't bead. Yes, so let's go ahead. I sprayed a little bit of water on that, so now I have another ghost print with some really wispy pink background. Yeah, so we'll set this one aside and we can always revisit that again. Now, I still have a little bit of ink on my gel press. I can wipe it off if I want to. I'm just going to leave it on there because it doesn't bother me really, because I'm going in with some purple now. Yes, of course, we've got to have purple. Okay, so I don't use the Versamark every single time because it would stain my ink pad, but that first time I use it, I put it down there. Yeah. Now, let's see if we can get an ombre look so it's not all one solid color. Okay, so we've got the ink down. Yep, you can use watercolor paper. You can use, what's that other paper that we use sometime? Accent opaque. You can use hammer mill paper. See, this kind of got a little bit too wet on me. Kind of got a little bit too wet. So I'm going to just go in here, try to blend this together a little bit. Let's go ahead and put our heart back down again. And let's grab that same one that I've been using. See how this looks. So that one looks kind of grungy. You think I should wipe my brayer off before I go to the next color? Is that what you're saying? What I've been doing is just rolling my brayer onto a piece of scrap paper off on the side. Now what I'm going to do is take this Seedless Preserves. Okay, I'll do that next time, T. And just take the Seedless Preserves and go right on top of this stencil here. And I'll grab my towel and wipe off my brayer. Now it's dry. Brayer's dry. Oh, I don't like that squareness. So I'm going to have to put a little bit of water on there. I just don't want it to look so streaky looking. Let's go ahead and start another one. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. The brayer inks that I'm using right now are very close to the same color. But if you're going to take that and go ahead and put like a different color in, you just want to make sure that you clean off your brayer from that wet ink. Let's see how it looks. I think that looks pretty cool. That would be a perfect art journal page background, wouldn't it? So grungy. Haha. I like it. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Let's see here. Let's pull this stencil up. And let's do another pull. And let's see how this looks. Oh, we've got some purple goodness now. That's pretty nifty looking too. I like that one. Very cool. Oh, good, Lise. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. So that's really a cool looking background. And let's put our stencil back down. This is the side that's all inky. And I ran out of paper. Let me grab a card. I'll grab a piece of paper here. And this will be centered here in the middle. Let's see how this turns out. Hopefully this will turn out nice and I can have an instant card base. Yeah, it looks 3D, doesn't it? Okay. All right, here we go. I don't think it's going to be too bright. It's actually pretty light. But it's going to be something that I can use for my next layer. I think my ink dried up already. So I need to put some water on the stencil. Let's reactivate that Distress Oxide ink. Okay, now this is Accent Opaque 110-pound paper, so it's going to be able to withstand a little bit of water. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and put that back down in there. And we'll see if that looks good. This is where if you have watercolor paper, you would have a good amount of water that you could put down to reactivate things. All right, that's cool. Oh, that's going to make a nice background, you guys. And I can also take another one of these beautiful stencils and layer it, not that one, but I could put this one right on top of that. And it could be, you know, when you're using your stencils, you can use more than one at a time. So I think that's really cool. That was going to look nice. That'll be a beautiful card. A beautiful purple card. Yay. Love it. Oh, I know you guys love purple. Oh, a lot of you do. And so look, so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 heart cards that I made with that part of the stencil. You can use paint. You have to be pretty fast when you're doing it with paint, that's for sure. I found that if you're using acrylic paint, you can get beautiful gel press prints with paint, but you can't let it dry. You have to get a movement in there and get it cleaned up with your pull that you're going to do. What I'm doing right now, I'm just trying to grab some of this extra ink and save it for another card. Okay. So my stencil needs cleaned, and I think my plate needs cleaned as well. So let me see what I have here to clean this. I've got some water. I'll start with water. Okay. And this ink will come off pretty easily. Just have to rub it a little bit. Doesn't take much to get that ink off. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a print with our mask. So this stencil, in case you missed it, has a mask as well. So that's what's nice. You get both parts of the stencil. So let's go ahead. I have a hair. Let me get this hair out of here. All right. Let's put the mask down. Put that stencil aside. I'm sorry, I have to cut more paper. I didn't cut enough pieces of paper. I should have cut some up ahead of time, but today was a busy day. I ran out of time to get all my supplies together, but I was proud of myself to get all my links, well, a lot of my links created and stuck in there already, so you could find the stencil that you like. Gel press is in my links, you guys. I have a link for a gel press plate. Let's see here. I think it's Joggles. Yeah, Joggles. I think a couple other of the big names also are selling gel plates now. I know Crafty Critter does. Let's go with some seedless preserves for this one. I mean, picked raspberry. I get those two confused all the time. Oh, sorry, Tara. That's so sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, we'll definitely say a prayer for you. Yep. Okay. Okay, let's see how this works. You don't see it? Oh, it is in the description box. Under stencil butter, it says gel press. So if you look down after all the stencils where it says other products, shimmery goodness, stencil butter, and gel press. Let's make this a little bit watery. All right. Now, let's see here. I'm going to grab another piece of that accent opaque 110-pound paper because this is pretty wet. So let's do this. Oh, no, Nancy, if you look down in the description box, I have a whole bunch of links that are ready to go. But you can certainly look off of my affiliate page too. That's fine. I think it would be fun to watch Dina Wakely in person. That would be fun. All right, so what I have here is my, I just did the mask. And I should have pulled the mask up. Oh, I messed that up. Okay, let's try again. That's all right. We got this. We got this. Right, let's go ahead and put that down. Let's do a little brayering. Oh, shoot. I still messed up. I'm getting ahead of myself here, you guys. Let's do this. While we have the pink down, let's go ahead and grab this pretty stencil. Oh, what's the name of this one again? It's hard for me to see. I have not the best vision. This one is called Flying Love. Flying Love stencil. So I'll put the stencil down. I did the ink blending. And let's go ahead and put our paper down on top. Okay, let's see how this looks. One thing that's nice with gel press, you know, you're just having a good time with it. It's no stress. You know, you can just experiment, try different things. Another thing you want to do is keep the glitter away from your gel press. Just remember that. That does not go well together. Don't cut into your gel press. And don't use any glitter. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty, you guys. Look at that. So pretty. I like it. I knew this one would look nice with the gel press. Nice. Okay, now that I did that, and I have that, I'll do a ghost print. Okay. Oh, that's pretty too. Look at that. Those are very pretty. Really pretty. Yeah. Those look nice. Now, I'm going to do this again. I'm going to do it the right way this time. Put my mask here. And then go ahead and put some pink ink down. Let's do Kitsch Flamingo this time. Pink ink. Just a little tiny bit of water. Just a little bit, just to get that ink moving. Okay, we got pink, so I'm just going to use the same brayer. I didn't clean the brayer because I'm still in the pink family. Okay, now I'm going to pull that mask up. Pull the mask up. And then go ahead and grab it. Thank you, everyone. Okay, now let's see what we got. Yes, I love doing backgrounds. Okay, so what's cool about this is you see a little bit of the ghost print of the stencil that I just used. You see a little bit of this in the background. So I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I think that looks pretty cool. So that's a nice one too. Okay, let's get back to doing some of these nice big stencils. I like them. Let's do this one that kind of has a lot of petals. It's called Petals. It's called, hold on a second here. I want to do the rose too. This one is called Stylized 4 Petals Stencil. Oh my gosh. This weather, right? We're supposed to have some snow here tomorrow, possibly. We're going to get some other colors out. Get out of the pinks and the purples. Let's go into the blues and the teals. How's that sound? Let's try it. Oh, I like Salvage Patina. I think that's a really cool color. And where is it? Some Mermaid Lagoon, maybe. Those are some nice, close together colors, but maybe some peacock feathers. Now these would go nice together. So they're very close though. So I wanted to go a little bit different. Okay. Oh, and then we can go deep blue with the prized ribbon. That would be fun. Prize ribbon. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Make sure my brayer is cleaned off. And we will go ahead and do some Salvage Patina here at the top. And then Mermaid Lagoon in the middle. And then we'll use prize ribbon all the way at the bottom. I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of water, like the barest little bit. I don't really want to saturate this. And then let's go ahead and try to blend this without too much beating. Okay, now let's lay our stencil down. Go ahead and put our paper over top of that. Stencil has a lot of detail. That's okay, I guess. But I think the second print is going to look even better. You can see little squares and little circles because I'm getting that side of the stencil right now. But then when I pull this up off there and then go in with my paper, see what we get. I think we're going to get something that looks more close to the actual, yeah, stencil. I can add some purple, sure. I like adding purple to everything. Here we go. That looks better. That reminds me more of the stencil. So it's pretty cool. It's kind of neat. Yeah, this is just regular paper. No, I use regular paper. I just use typing paper for my gel press. If I have a lot of water or if I have it really wet, I will take a piece of accent opaque. But I've always done my gel press with just regular typing paper. When I make my cards, they still look really nice. You know, I have to be careful and not use a lot of wet glue and just use a tape runner to adhere it. But I will adhere this down to a piece of like hammer mill paper to give it some strength. But no, I just use regular typing paper because I'm trying to, you know, make backgrounds. Yeah. Oh, I'm almost out of water here. You can use whatever kind of paper you like. If you want to use watercolor paper, you can. If you want to use, you know, some kind of cardstock, you can. But the typing paper is what it's just always been my go-to. I started using gel press. Even before I started making cards, I was into doing gel prints, and it was always typing paper for me. So... okay, the other one I wanted to try was the other 6x9 one, the Tranquil Spiro Stencil. So let's try that one. And then I want to try this mask. This one, I think this is really cool. I think this would look really neat. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more Versamark down on my gel press just to give it a little bit of stick. You don't have to do it every time. I know one thing, T, I could hardly get out of bed today. My fibromyalgia was kicking my butt today, and my arthritis. It was like the double whammy. It was awful. I felt like a Mack truck had run me over. I was just in total misery. All right, let's go with, trying to see what kind of colors we want here. Let me line that up better. This time I'm going to just do a blue. I'll do prize ribbon. So we'll put that in the middle here. So let's try it when you put your stencil down first and then do your ink on top. You know, there's no right or wrong way, you guys, to do your gel press. You can do it however you feel like it. It's all about experimenting. Let's put Villainous Potion down at the bottom. And up here at the top. Okay, I'm going to clean my brayer. Kind of got a lot of light blue ink on it. Just clean that off real quick with some water and a towel. And let's go ahead and try to blend this a little bit. Look at that, you guys. Look at the pattern on my brayer. I just basically picked up the pattern on my brayer. That's pretty funny. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to put my paper on top, and then I'll take the stencil off and then grab from that too. So it's not as crisp of an image, but if you pull the stencil off, right, now we got the stencil off, then go ahead and put your paper down. I have to go back to work tomorrow. At 8:30 in the morning is my first meeting, and I'm dreading it. Especially after the way I felt today. I thought, man, I need a sick day or something. That's beautiful. I really like how that one turned out, you guys. It reminds you of stained glass or something. Okay, Nancy. Good night. Yep. It's hard to get back in the groove for work tomorrow. I understand. Yep. Thanks. Thank you. Let's leave that. So we've got a little bit, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of that still on there. Let's go ahead and put our mask on top of that. And I'll clean my brayer. That's right. Nancy stayed very busy over the holidays. I know she did a whole bunch of design team stuff today too, so she's been super busy. Okay, let's do salvage patina on top of this and see how that looks. Try not to move this mask. Just going to focus on the middle sections, I think. So my first, I know this is not going to be very, how can I say, bright because of the way that I layered, but I have this piece here. I don't know if you guys remember I did this earlier. So I'm just going to go on the back side of that. That just helped me clear some of that color. Now I'm going to pull the mask up. And let's see how this looks. I think this is going to look pretty cool. I think the colors go together well, actually. Oh, you have to look for your circle punches. So this is light, but it's super pretty. Because it's got both of the stencils. It's got the Spyro stencil and the mask. I don't know if you guys can see that. But those colors remind me of Mardi Gras. So that was Salvage Patina and Villainous Potion together. That's what I got from that. I want to do that again. The Villainous Potion and that mask. And then I want to... I'm not going to... Here's what I'll do. I'll do the Villainous Potion. This is Salvage Patina. Gosh, I'm so confused. I'll grab a piece of hammer mill paper. First, I'm going to pull the mask up. And then let's see how this looks. This is probably going to look like it has big puffy dots in the background. There you go. So this is what that mask looks like. Sort of like the reverse. That would be the reverse if you would ask me. Okay, that's the reverse. It's really kind of splattery looking. Now, here we have a little bit of ink. There's a piece of hair or something here, or string or something. We still have a little bit of ink, so I'm going to spray some water on top of that. I'm going to take my brayer across it a little bit, and then grab a piece of cardstock. This is just hammer mill paper. And pull up a print from that. Yeah, gives it texture, the string. So it's kind of light. I would probably go in with another design on top of this, because that's kind of light. Not very vibrant. But I think we have some pretty nice designs that we got. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Let's look at some of them. We've got some cool looking backgrounds here, guys, that we can make some really awesome cards with. So I think this one is one of my favorites right here. I like how that one turned out. I like this one too. Kind of reminds me of tile underwater. And then all kinds of cool looking hearts. So we've got the Flying Love stencil. That one turned out really nice. Sharon, if you wanted to heat emboss on top of them, you would need to do that as a separate step. You don't want to put embossing powder anywhere near your gel press. Yeah. So say for example, I wanted to stamp something and heat emboss on top of this. I could absolutely do that if I wanted to. Yeah. I would do that after I cleaned up all this first because I don't want any embossing powder near my gel press. I think that would be the wrong kind of texture to be near. It could be my internet. I've got really bad connection with my internet lately, so that could be it. I like this one a lot too, this purple one. I think that turned out really nice. So I'm happy with that one. This is a great background. I mean, just the way that it is, I can stamp right on top of this. So I have some stamps that I could use for that one. And here are some more of the hearts that I think turned out really nice. So I got a lot of backgrounds that I can play with, you guys, you know, moving forward in the future. And I hope that you had fun playing with me tonight with my gel press and my stencils. Well, Sharon, I can make one card, but then I have to get ready for work myself. Tomorrow, my first meeting starts at 8:30 in the morning, so I want to get myself ready and well rested for that because it's a pretty important meeting. So, let's see. Now the choice is, which one do I want to use for my card? It's hard to decide because I like them all. And I'm a very slow card maker. So, you know, to me, figuring this out is going to be the hardest part. This one just keeps calling out to me. I really like this one. Yeah, I probably will use this one. Okay. So let me clean my mess up. I have to clean up my mess before I move to the next step because if I don't, then it's going to be a disaster trying to get all this cleaned up. Okay. Now, with your gel press, some people just leave it like it is and just put it away. They don't necessarily clean off this little bit of ink that's left over. But I like to clean mine off. And I'm just going to take some water and clean that. And you can use a baby wipe if you'd like. Just mild, something mild. Don't use anything really strong on these. You know, you want to preserve it for as long as possible. Okay. So this is what it looks like after I've played with it a little bit. It's a little bit cloudy just because of that Distress Oxide ink. But I'm not going to stress over that. I just want to get most of that ink up off of there. Yeah, the VersaFine. That's right. The VersaFine, definitely. I don't have any gel press conditioner. I've never used it before. But it's a little cloudy from the VersaFine. I've never used gel press conditioner. Never really had to. I've always just put it away inside of its little case. And just trying to find my... Here it is. This is my Hero Arts Ultra Clean. I'm just going to spray a little squirt of that on here. Whoops. Okay. Let me have my clamshell. Just tuck that away into my clamshell. That will be perfectly fine that way. Make sure it snaps on all sides. There we go. And put this away. You don't need this acetate right now. I wanted to use those minis, but I didn't get a chance to. I like those too. They're cute. Well, okay. Okay, hi Jim. Welcome back. We're going to make a card real quick. Then I have to get to bed because I have to be at work at 8:30 tomorrow morning. And I actually need to clean my office up because it doubles as my craft room doubles as my office. So I really need to get it cleaned up here before I go to bed tonight. And the fact that I was hurting a lot today, I want to make sure I get a good night's sleep. Because I didn't sleep very well last night and I woke up and I was in a lot of pain. But I got up and I went to church and I didn't want to go because I was hurting so bad, but I went. I tell you, I took a lot of a leave today. I had to. Yeah. I should probably just take my office down to my dining room for the day. Then I don't have to clean up tonight, right? Okay. Yeah, I do take Lyrica, Sharon. I know, Carly, you're right. I totally am into the spoon theory. In case you all don't know about it, look it up on YouTube. People who suffer with pain issues, there's this, and other issues as well. There's this thing, it's called the spoon. I think it's called the spoon theory. I think that's how it's called. And basically, you only get so many spoons a day. All right. So say you have 10 spoons. Well, you have to use 1 spoon to get out of bed. And you should see me hobbling out of bed this morning. Getting ready for church and everything like that, that was 1 spoon. After that, then I had to go spend some time with my parents, which obviously I enjoy spending time with my parents. I wanted to spend time with them. So that's another spoon. Then I had to come home and help Doug. He's my husband. He is fighting to get his unemployment. He hasn't received any pay or unemployment since Thanksgiving. So we've been living off of 1 income since then because the Pennsylvania Department of Labor and Industry has a new way of people to sign up for unemployment, which is all electronic. And if you have an error in the system, you have to wait for one of their help desk people to call you, and there's 30,000 people ahead of us to be called. So basically, we're going to probably not get paid until he goes back to work in March at this rate. So we're basically living off of my income. So that would be another spoon. And then third, I was preparing for the YouTube. So I had to get all the stuff together to prepare for that. That was another spoon. Then I had to clean everything up. That was another spoon. Then it came back here, started getting everything ready for the live. So the theory is you only have so many spoons a day. And then when you're out of spoons, you're out of it. It's done. You're done for the day. So I totally agree with that whole concept. When I first saw that, I said, oh my gosh, that totally explains my life. You know, you only can do what you can do. And then you're done. You're like, you know, the energy is completely zapped and there's only so much you can do. Yeah, it's a good thing it's a spoon theory, not shots. Well, yeah, that's for sure. Oh, Karen, you're funny. Yeah, so look that up, you guys, spoon theory. It's a really good analogy for what it's like living with a, you know, people look at you and they think, well, what's wrong? You have no problems. You're like, you look healthy. You know, what are you don't have a broken leg. You don't have a broken arm. You know, that kind of thing. So that's what we're dealing with. Yeah, you feel like, I feel like I've been run over by a Mack truck. That's what I always say whenever I'm done. When I'm done and I can't handle anymore, it's like, okay, the Mack truck has hit me and the pain's real. Right, exactly. Right, so I'm going to just use this purple piece as my card base. And then this will be my card panel. So I've got it trimmed down a little bit more on this side. And Tracy T, I think I'm going to take your advice and just make my office my dining room tomorrow. So I don't have to worry about getting everything in perfect order. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty just like this. I love this. Oh, I love it. All right, let me grab some tape now. Because this is typing paper, it's very thin. All right, so you have a couple options. If you want to, you can cut a piece of cardstock and put it on that first, which is probably what I'm going to do, just to give it a little bit of strength. I'll just cut down this piece of cardstock. Let's just trim this down. It's going to be, I want to make it smaller than my actual piece here. No, I'm not going to cover it up, Star. What I'm going to do is just adhere it to this piece of cardstock just to give it a little bit of strength, because this is just typing paper. That's all that is. You don't have to do this step, but I really want this card to kind of be sturdy. I want this card to be sturdy, okay? And my base layer is not. It's just like 65-pound paper, so that's not really sturdy. So all I'm doing is just creating a little bit of strength. That's just a little bit of strength for my beautiful panel. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. I love it. Well, try not to smack anybody. I do like to pet my dog. That makes me feel better. And taking a nap. I did take a quick 15-minute nap or half-hour nap over at my mom and dad's house after we ate. So that was nice to just relax a little bit, but I did a lot this weekend. I really pushed myself because I've been on work vacation and I felt like, oh, I have to make sure I get everything done before Monday. Get all the last minute things squeezed in. What movie did you watch? Yep, Fair Naps. I'm a big fan of those. Now I'm going to reach into my bin of prepared sentiments. See if we can't find a pretty one to put on here. And I have some scraps too that I could possibly look at. Oh, you know what, you guys? I know exactly what I'm going to use. I hot foiled this a while ago. It's with purple hot foil. I could put that on there. Oh, and that's too big. But it's super pretty, isn't it? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Let's see here. I think I just hot foiled a whole bunch of happy birthdays and stuff. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, yes. We are set. Okay. This is what I do so that I have things made up ahead of time. So these are sentiments that I hot foiled from Pink Fresh Studios. Yeah, when I hot foil, I batch a whole bunch of sentiments all at one time. Then I can just pull them out of this handy dandy. These are like for baseball trading cards. Yeah, so I'm starting to build this up. I have a whole bunch for Christmas already done. But this one says, "You're the sweetest." And it's hot foiled with purple hot foil. I like that. You're the sweetest. That's what that one says. There's also some blue ones down here. Get well. Just for you. That's nice too. That just for you. Get well soon. You're the sweetest. Yeah, I sort them by color. So when I hot foil them, I keep them according to the color that I hot foiled them. I got this idea from Amy from A Colorful Life Designs. She was the one who showed this on her channel. And her channel is called Amy's Wares. So I'm torn. I don't know. I kind of like the just for you instead of you're the sweetest, because if I say just for you, hi Ramona, I can turn this into just like a birthday card. It can be an all occasion card. But you're the sweetest could too, because you're telling somebody like, thank you for what you did for me. You're the sweetest. Yeah. This is the hard part, you guys. This is what sometimes takes me some time to figure out what I want to do. Oh, you just got a scan and cut. Nice. You're going to love that. So yeah, with the laminator, you can do toner foiling, and these are hot foiled, so they're a little bit different, but you're in the same ballpark for sure. This one says, "Love you, chica." It's kind of cute too. Now these were just heat embossed. Good friends make every day special. This one says, "Glad we're besties." I don't think that one would go with it very well. I don't want something big. I just want something small. I don't know. Or maybe this "Love you, chica." It's kind of cute, and it doesn't take away from the purple. Okay. We will do "You're the sweetest." Okay. See, this is how it is, you guys. It takes me a while to figure things out. Like, what am I gonna pick here? Okay. Grab a piece of foam tape. Yeah, that, hi Joyce. That was something that Amy from Amy's Wares. Hi Elizabeth, I didn't see you on here. Definitely cannot take credit for that. Amy over at Amy's Wares on YouTube. She's a member of the A Colorful Life design team. She organizes not only her sentiments, but her cute little critters that she stamps out in colors. So that girl has got it going on. I'm telling you, I wish I was as organized as her. But you know what? You have to start somewhere. You know, like obviously she's been doing it for a while. And I figured one day I was doing some hot foiling. And I thought, you know what? The Pink Fresh Studios has that big plate with all those cute sentiments on it. I'm just going to do a whole bunch in a bunch of different colors and then just put them in that folder and then I'll have them. And that's what I did. Yeah. You're the sweetest, sweetie. Making a sweet card. Okay, this is it then. I'm going to bed after this. But my fingers are covered with ink, but that's all right. I think it'll wash off. Everyone's going to be looking at my hands. Just you guys. Yep, it's baseball card storage, Karen. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And if you watch Amy's Wares, she does a whole video on what she calls making batches. So she'll print out, she'll do like these little critters and she'll color them in and then she'll put them in there. You know, if you have your scan and cut, you can do a whole bunch at one time and cut them out with your scan and cut. So, oh yeah, The Witcher. I love The Witcher. You're going to love it, T. So I'm just going to put this down in the corner because I don't want to take away from that beautiful image that from Gel Press. Thank you guys so much. I really enjoyed being on here tonight and creating with you. If you didn't, please give the video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight and playing with these beautiful stencils from A Colorful Life Designs. Don't forget, you can use my discount code to save yourself 10% on your order. And stencils, you can really get a lot of mileage out of them. So I think they're definitely worth it. Thank you, Karen. Thanks, Jim. I hope you have a great week too. Hope you all have a great week. And hope that you like this little card that I created. All right. Good night, everybody. Bye.